Hey guys, we're back. We just had that Trey. Jay, you say it so perfectly. Go ahead and say that.
What is it? Trace Portillos. I think that's how you say that. Pretty sure. Tres Portillos.
Yeah.
It was delicious. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. No, it was surprising. It was surprisingly good. We were like, fuck it, let's order some food, and we got like a chicken and a steak thing, with rice and beans, and then like a pork thing with rice and beans, and then we got another chicken thing with rice and beans, and and then you had like they gave you some tortillas. Yeah. And they gave you the fresh cut jalapenos and the salsa and the guacamole and stuff like that. Yeah. Right.
It was delicious.
Yeah. So it was good, dude. I thought it was solid, man.
Yeah. No, it was. It was a lot of food too, man. Like, yeah. And I think we still have a bunch left, right? Like,
yeah, there's still some food left.
Yeah.
Not like the Peking duck.
Yeah, the Peking duck.
Oh, and I wanted to say that because in the last thing we did, we said we were going to redo the Peking duck, you know what I mean, from somewhere else, but we didn't do that.
Next episode.
They closed? Were they closed?
Yeah, they were closed.
They were closed. They were closed because it was after 7.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But the website said like they closed at 8, so.
Oh, okay.
I was well, whatever, I wasn't.
Well, and then there was another place I was looking at with the Uber Eats thing, and they did have Peking duck. It was Szechuan Garden, but it was sold out.
Yeah, they go pretty fast.
Yeah.
Because they don't make that many in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's a demand,
sure.
What you think?
Well, but you don't want to, because it's a process, like a Peking duck.
Labor intensive.
Yeah. If you guys ever get a chance, like, go ahead and watch them make a Peking duck the traditional way. Like on YouTube, like I've watched it a couple times. That's why I'm so interested in having one. And it just looks like a lot of fucking work.
Yeah. See, like I said, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, they roast them.
Honestly, anything about it. I mean, I've just heard it, but I'm like, it's duck.
They shellac them.
I normally don't like duck. I think it's a little, obviously. Maybe my American taste buds are trained, you know what I mean? Just
or you just
like chicken, I guess.
No one's ever made you a good duck.
Wait a minute. Your taste buds are trained?
Yes, they're trained.
Yeah. They've been Americanized, man.
Yeah, like every time he eats something, if it don't taste America, he's like, I just don't, man, goddamn it, this tastes like communism.
So if it doesn't taste like pizza and chicken nuggets.
Right.
Okay, first of all, Chicky Nugs are
I think
the business.
Yeah, they are officially Chicky Nuggies now.
Yeah. Chicky Nuggies.
Nuggies.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like something adults eat.
Because fucking Baby Yoda.
Disney says so.
Hey, listen. Okay, first of all,
Disney.
Don't you dare fuck with the child, okay?
Disney?
All right?
Fuck Disney.
Baby Yoda is straight business.
I said, fuck Disney. What are you going to do about it?
I mean, you could probably...
you're going to upset a lot of people that are into, like, the child.
Yeah, the child.
What do you mean the child?
AKA Baby Yoda.
Oh, Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Right.
Is this what the...
It's super cute, man. It's so cute. God damn it.
Disneyites.
Yeah.
I'm not even a Disneyite. I mean, and to be fair, Disney, bought Lucasfilm.
No, it wasn't Disney, really. Whoever made up the meme that said Chicky Nuggies, I guess.
It's a genius.
Are there ways to find this out? I have no idea because I've never been interested until right now.
You never made a meme?
But no, but I'm just saying, like, the person that, like, potentially nobody ever gets credit for Chicky Nuggies.
No, yeah, that's how that works.
It's like a collective.
So why not just do away with patents and copyrights altogether then?
Well, because... It's a different thing. When you make a meme, you're making it to just send it out into the universe. Who the fuck watermarks a meme? I mean, let's be honest. Like the best,
a really small
Yeah.
I mean, are you speaking from experience? Because like,
no,
dude, I genuinely
I used to get really bored.
Like these things that are like so popular, like the chicken nugget thing, whatever.
I used to get super bored and make memes.
Yeah, but have they ever become like,
some, I see some floating around, you know what I mean? Like it just,
dude, one of these days I'm gonna
yeah. I mean, like it's really,
it's gonna be all over.
Like it's because it doesn't take a lot, like they have meme maker apps, you know what I mean? You can throw on your phone and put together.
I don't even know about that. I mean, I've made some memes, but they were extremely like, you'd have to, it's extremely like, inside joke kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
And I mean,
I guess I made a couple, but I never used like a meme. I mean, I know how to use Photoshop or any, what I mean?
Well, but that's the thing. Like, if you're just on your fucking phone,
right?
Like I prefer to use GIMP because it's free.
Yeah. I don't even know what that is.
It's an image manipulation software suite.
Yeah, don't even know about it, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you don't. A lot of things.
I guess I'm either old or too cool. I don't know.
Oh, well, since I figure we can pretty much just forget about too cool, I guess that just kind of leaves us with old. Hold on. Let me ask Google.
Next episode of Old Hipsters.
Vinny and Jay argue about nothing again. Steve makes fun of both of them. Old hipsters.
Yeah, I should make memes.
Yeah, you should.
I should make memes about like modern art.
I don't even know what modern art. What
I know what modern art
what constitutes that
Ask
anymore?
me. Ask me. I know what modern art.
Okay, what is modern art?
Is a suppository playing jazz music with a vacuum cleaner and called it racial unity.
Yeah. I mean, 'cause see, that's the thing. As long as you have a strong artist statement, that's what
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned about art. As long as you have a good artist statement,
like you're good to go. Like whatever.
Because people ask you like deep. Because people like, I mean, me putting like my art out there, like people ask me like really deep questions that I don't have answers to, So you just gotta lean on your artist statement.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's the statement?
Huh?
What's your artist statement?
What's my artist statement? I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, I don't know, I haven't been doing...
When people ask you, like, oh, what were you thinking? What were you thinking while you were doing this?
Right.
I'm like, I don't even know.
So, yeah, I remember that question, and like I was just about to say, like, I haven't been doing too much. I hope to be doing some more painting and drawing, soon, because I have a little bit of time on my hands. But it was always, whenever I did the stuff that was most important to me was when I got lost. And I know this is like, it's cliche to say, it's like when you get in the zone or whatever, but that is the meditation moment. I've found that with other things, like I can work on like math problems, just get lost in it, or playing my guitar or doing things or writing music or whatever, so it
just takes over.
Early on in life, it was drawing and painting and stuff like that, and it just kind of moved into different things. But it's always, where does the art come from? Well, I don't know where it comes from, because I get lost. And I do, somebody, I'll get paid to do something and somebody will say, hey, can you illustrate this or what? And I know where I'm going and I work it out.
I can't.
But the stuff I do for myself, well, I had to learn to do that just because I was trying to get into school and stuff. You know what I mean? But the stuff I did for myself, it was always, how can I find a way to just just get lost in it, You know what I mean? It wasn't even, you know, there was no clear path. You know, I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what I was going to do. You know, it was just like, you know, I have a few, you know, things around here, and a lot of the artwork that like I've done, it's I don't even know, like, the stuff that I drew, that I look back at it and I'm like, wow, look at that. You know what I mean? I didn't even know I was going to do that to begin with. And where does it come from? You know what I mean? And I'm not a religious guy, but I mean, so there's something flowing through you determining what you're doing, right?
Well, generally, when it's you, it's usually drugs, sir. And to go back to artist
I mean,
statements,
dude, I was when I was young, and I drew it, like, I was straight edge. I didn't do anything.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and that I think that's why. I think that's why I did that. You know,
that's why you're like this. You wasted your youth.
That's why you're like this.
Okay, here's a good artist statement. Actually, it's my favorite one. It's actually from the. Remember Calvin and Hobbes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As my artist statement explains, my work is utterly incomprehensible and therefore full of deep significance. Yeah. It's a bunch of bullshit. See?
I know, but my artist statement
And that's the
isn't
thing.
bullshit. I just don't
Remember it.
so there, yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not bullshit. And that's and actually, like, when I was showing my stuff up at Negative Space, which is my favorite art gallery.
Same.
Right there.
Same.
it looks great. It's great.
It was at East 38th and Superior.
Yeah, right there in the heart of Asian time.
Terrific.
Art
Yeah.
of Asian.
Gotti Zamir, right?
Wonderful dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gotti Zamir he's a fucking gem. Body's fucking art. You know, help this guy. Sarah, Negative Spaces. Fucking use the Googlies.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean it's such a worthwhile endeavor.
Yeah.
Like, just go check it out. Just go there. Like, if you can.
Yeah.
Like whenever they open back up,
Yeah.
just go there, check out the artwork of Gotti Zamir, and it's so worthwhile.
Yeah. He's not just a great artist.
But anyway,
Sorry.
one of the folks from Negative Space even said, like, my artist statement was one of the best artist statements he's seen
And what was that statement?
in a minute. But I just don't know what.
I wonder if I have it.
Yeah, like I just don't know it off the top
Hold
of my head.
on.
Because I know what the gist of it was.
Sure. And what's that?
Basically, the gist of it is most of my art was like a good portion of it that I was exhibiting at the time was made while I was in a psychiatric ward.
Okay.
And I was in a psychiatric ward, like, on 5 different occasions, and they would let you do art. You know, they actually had something called art therapy. That's kind of like where I got started.
Right.
And you know, they would keep your art. You know, they would kind of confiscate your stuff, but then they would give it back to you, like, when you got released.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it wasn't them, like, you know, taking your art. You know, it was more or less of, you know, they were just trying to understand where you're coming from.
Right.
And they gave it back to you, like, at the very end of your stay at the psychiatric ward.
Fantastic.
And basically, what my artist statement was is that, like, we're really not that different from you.
Right.
Okay? Like, I have a diagnosis that I have a chronic condition for, like, the rest of my life, and pretty much, you know, I'm basically, my artist statement was besides that, I'm no different from, like, anybody else.
Right.
We're more alike than different. That's what it was.
Well, there's a lot of truth to that. I mean, you could take that in a lot of different
you
angles.
You can take it in so many like different directions. And when it comes down to like anything, like even people that I encounter, even people and their stupid opinions and everything, it's like besides their stupid opinion, we have so much in common.
Right.
You know, so that's why you take things with a grain of salt. You know.
And
give people a chance.
And you know what? Because I love this guy so much, I photographed everything he did at that show. So I'm going to take a second and read his artist statement.
Okay, there you go.
Hold on. A little blind, guys. Each and every piece you see is a piece of my life, a small moment. I started drawing 7 years ago as a way to pass time in a military psychiatric ward. They would confiscate my drawings, but when I was released, they gave them back. This happened 4 more times. I've been living with mental illness for 8 years now. This art installation is meant to raise awareness in regards to mental illness. We are more alike than different. Wow, that was a great summation like that. Yeah. I didn't need to read that. That was it. That was so spot on. See?
Yeah.
See?
The guy really appreciated my art statement,
right.
Statement. And he's like, yeah, that was one of the best like artist statements I've seen in a minute. You know,
I like to
it's honest. You know, everyone. You know,
it lacked pretension.
How many pretentious artists are out there? Are there?
I have a lot of artist friends.
They're probably like 95% pretentious.
I don't know, man. What are you talking about? Hey, listen, man. Everybody's just living their own truth, bro.
And so when you do see that's why it's important when you do see like a real.
I mean,
somebody, it's more therapeutic than it is business.
Yeah.
Right.
Until you start making some motherfucking monies.
Oh yeah, but I'm not interested in making any type of money off of it. But I mean, if
that's the artist's tortured soul.
If I did, I would probably put it towards a good
motherfucking monies.
You know? But
I mean, all the great artists, they never made the money. It was the people that sold their shit after they died that made the money.
Yeah.
Depends on how fucking smart you are. I know plenty of living artists who, move their pieces,
No,
10, 20 grand a pop.
Yeah,
and keep
but are they going to be legendary? Probably not.
Who fucking cares?
Is Thomas Kincaid going to be legendary? No. Probably not.
Thomas Kincaid has like 8 houses. He doesn't give a fuck.
I know, but and that's what I'm saying. That's the difference between a monetary value and something that's important that needs to be expressed.
About Thomas Kincaid,
the painter of lights. Hey, if you guys
8 houses in which he paints. That's what he paints. He paints houses, right?
Actually, there's I don't think he actually...
He probably paints the houses he lives in.
I think he's got guys who paint his shit for him now, I think. So...
Oh, I hate that shit.
Yeah. So,
I hate that shit. I have apprentices.
But hey, listen, if you like lighthouses and crashing waves, he's your guy.
Yeah.
He's your fucking guy.
I mean, I've seen, houses in a meadow with, in the spring...
The way he captures...
in the spring and the lights coming in the Sunday morning,
The way he captures fog.
Yeah.
Fog and dew. It's just...
staggering.
I mean, the man's talented. I'm saying he has a... no, but the man is talented. He has a way of making money with art. I get it.
Yeah, listen.
But it doesn't mean he's doing that for... I mean, he could be doing it.
He is doing it.
Who's to say?
It's a lot of money.
But...
I mean, it's a lot of fucking money. It's a lot... Listen.
But, so you're saying money is therapy for you?
For him? I mean, if you guys watched the last episode where I grifted this cocksucker for $40, then I think you know who I am. And if you didn't watch it, I need you to go back and watch it, because that's how I do business, kids. All right? But yeah, that's what was that? I'm sorry.
No, but there are artists out there that are just I would say what's the word, garbage, and no for real, there's people out there that make computer images of stuff and they embellish it, and they don't even do the work. They have their apprentices do it for them, and they sell it at exorbitant prices.
So
because it's like they've established a brand, and that's not really. I mean, that just makes you a great businessman. Like that doesn't.
And that's the difference.
Sure.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. Like there's nothing wrong with being a garbage businessman. It's just not.
And I would say, that there are artists out there.
It's not art. That's
who are able to distill their passion into whatever medium it is they're using.
Oh, sure.
And still, make a tidy living. You know what I mean? It's possible.
No, I was talking about somebody in particular.
Yeah, I know. I saw what you were doing there.
So,
I saw what you were doing.
Have you seen this movie? Where am I at here? I gotta find myself. It's the Van Gogh movie.
No.
At Eternity's Gate.
Nope.
So it's came out last year or whatever. And
I was masturbating a lot last year. I was really busy.
But in the beginning of the movie, they talk about exactly like this stuff. All the artists are getting together and they want to get like a union to get in. They're like, no, but and they look, but this is what's real art and who what I mean these and it's like this. The movie's amazing. If anyone gets a chance, to check it out, at Eternity's Gate, I think it's great. Yeah,
sure. I'll watch it someday.
But no, I mean, they do the whole, because it could be a lot of pretentious artists out there, which I'm not saying that I never was, you know what I mean? But I always
sure they weren't good.
I always kind of I knew I got lost in it, and it was my meditation, it was my therapy, whatever. I always knew that. That's why I stopped signing a lot of stuff later on. I was like, dude, who cares who does it? You know what I mean? I don't even care that anyone gives me recognition for this, as long as I did it and it's there. You know what I mean? It exists. You know what I mean? That's it. I don't need to take credit for that. No, but yeah, and that's the thing. That is complete selflessness.
Fuck you, Vinny. Oh my God. You pretentious fuck.
So that is.
Oh Lord.
There could be the epitome of pretentious or the opposite. I don't know which one.
I don't sign a lot of my work either.
Right.
And there isn't a deep reason. I just forgot.
Right.
Well,
and why do you even have to do it?
I'm serious.
But why do you even have to do it?
Yeah. Yeah. That's why everyone's always like, oh, why don't you, sign your work? And sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Who gives a fuck?
Right. That's exactly.
I sign it like if I'm giving somebody something that I made and there isn't a signature on it, I'll sign it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because that means something to that person that I sign it.
Right.
Well, I mean,
you know what I mean? So that's for them. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't care.
Well, see,
I can care less.
I do it for them.
I really
do it for them.
I see. That's the thing. I feel like the reason you sign a work as an artist is
to make that money.
No, because it sort of perpetuates a sort of sense of connection between the artist, and the consumer. Like you want to know, because here's the deal, art is a consumer commodity. You know what I mean? It is. Say whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like, and it's always weird when we don't know who did something, because then we spend a bunch of art history time trying to figure it out.
So when you write, so wait, let me say. So when you write your lyrics for your songs,
I write my lyrics. Okay, first of all, you're in a band with me. You know better than that.
He got you.
He does write his lyrics. I am here to say, and
I don't write them down.
So when you write them, where are they coming from?
I don't know, like the backs of
So that's
cereal
exactly
boxes.
what we're talking about.
Back of cereal boxes.
We're not talking about money. We're not talking about any shit like that.
Oh my God, you fucking hippie! You see this fucking pinko liberal scumbag? Jesus
But where
Christ!
are they coming from? Where do those words come from?
I don't know, like a bucket of trite bullshit that I pull all my lyrics out of. You know, like pretty soon I'm just gonna start writing songs the way Rivers Como does.
No,
I'm just gonna start clicking them together.
Dare. I'm
Awesome.
Rivers Como. Like, I write my fucking songs like a Sudoku puzzle.
It's all bric-a-brac.
It's all. I don't believe that.
You said as much.
I don't give a fuck what
I
you
have to
said.
believe him.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
You know,
it comes from him.
Some artists like write a bunch of poetry and then pick that apart. I could never bring myself to write poetry because, bruh.
So I started actually. That's one of the first things I started doing when I was a kid. Well, drawing too, because I felt uncomfortable in school. I was bouncing around to different schools, and I can lock in and just draw like a G.I. Joe guy or a Transformer or something like that. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
And so I did that, and then people would see it, and then I made friends, whatever. And then, I'm obviously good looking, so,
You know, it's funny that he says that. I wish we could cut away because, like, I've seen pictures of this guy as an adolescent, and I feel like if anything, you've come into your own.
Yeah.
This is the best part of your life.
Before you look like the 0.01% of germs that Lysol doesn't kill.
He said it, not me.
And now you look like Lennon.
Oh my God.
No. You look like distinguished.
okay. That's what, not a commie bastard.
Sort of. I'm trying to clean it up, man. Just shut up. Let me finish.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say to any of that. But I do have to say, I don't know. Art is whatever makes you feel good, I think.
Yeah.
And whatever. And what makes me feel good is,
I get that, even as he groans.
That is whatever makes me feel good.
Whatever makes me money.
No.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
My art is literally what makes me feel good. Like it's therapeutic.
Right.
Hey, listen.
And when you can like see a piece of art that kind of makes you it just makes you wonder where the artist's mind was when he did that, or she. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? When they did that.
You sexist pig.
I know. I'm awful.
Anyway,
yeah, and but I mean that's essentially what I think.
I mean, because art can be so many different things. My friend Clara Manfredi, she makes these really cool, like, monsters.
Yeah.
And that's fucking
awesome.
art.
That's totally
That's fucking art. Or
that's totally art. No, just because it's not on a canvas or or something doesn't.
Yeah, the medium doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
My friend Samantha Baez, she works with all sorts of like different mediums. She's probably one of my favorite artists in Cleveland. My friend Jessica Hertzfeld.
Yeah.
Amazing
artist. I hope those guys are doing good right now. The folks that are doing their best to kind of make their living that way. It's a really tough time for them. So buy some fucking art. Anyway,
yeah, I mean, that's an it's
even if it's a print.
Buy it.
Even if it's a print.
Fucking buy it.
A print. Just buy a print.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to buy an original work. Like I hate that shit. Like
you don't have to
literally buy a print.
My wall's covered in prints.
Yeah, so what? It's not the original work. Like,
it's fine.
Who cares? It's just as good, and it's a piece of it. It's a piece of it that's for you, stupid.
For you.
Like, just I don't
do
know.
it.
I mean,
fucking do it.
I wouldn't say to feel obligated to buy something, but if something speaks to you, why not spend the money?
Yeah, and even if it's a print, I'm harping on the whole entire print thing because they're inexpensive.
Yeah, they're for a lot of artists.
It's very affordable.
Yeah, a lot of artists make it affordable.
And yeah, I mean, if you're smart, like, yeah, of course, you want your stuff to be accessible to as many people as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, I don't know.
You're
It's
right.
good.
You don't know.
No, I don't know. I don't have enough pretension in my body to say I'm an artist. So
Yeah.
there's that.
Well, and that's precisely it too. It's like, yeah, this whole art thing, dude. Because I hit it at an early age, and it's like, and then it's like,
Well, that's when you're pure, though. You know what I mean? That's when you can be a
Right.
pure artist.
well, yeah, but then and then you get, you see the pretension, you see the thing, whatever, and people monopolize and people try to,
It
it's
engulfs
like,
you and you turn into Lenin. I got you. I see it.
I don't know. For me, I did it later on in life.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just like all the things that are happening to me, it's
But
happening to me recently.
But I do say it's always been a thing that it's just okay. It's this whole thing. I've always said it. You breathe, right? So you breathe in, and then your body processes something, and then you breathe out, right? I think your brain does the same thing. You take in all this stuff, like people that watch TV all the time, and that's all they do, and whatever, and they don't do anything else, and it's like, well, what happens? Well, all that energy that you're not expressing because you have to express it in some way, whether it be through painting or conversation or drawing or music or whatever it is, or running or playing a sport or doing whatever, you know what I mean? Something that you find focus in, and when you're not doing that, so that's why you have a lot of the anti-anxiety pills and this and that, whatever, and I've always said that when I stopped expressing myself in some way, that's when I experienced more anxiety and depression, whatever, if you can call it that. I've always been genuinely happy, you know what I mean, in my adult years, you know what I mean, for sure, you know what I mean, but whenever I start to feel a little down, I know it's because I just haven't expressed myself. And I mean, to capitalize monetarily on something like that just seems ridiculous to me. Now, if I can, there are artists out there where they just kind of fall into it, whatever, and they can, hey, you know what? And the more and more people want that art and the more you have to produce, well, now you got to do that.
I mean,
so you should get compensated in some way. I get it.
And I would rather collect that art
Yeah.
than
Right. And it's usually the artists that I have found in my experience that have that mentality, that they produce the most quality, thought-provoking work. When you could just let it go, don't worry about money and bullshit. I know I see you over there, and I get the side eye, squinty eye, fucking eye roll. You know what I mean? But there's truth to it, dude.
Oh my God, man! Really, this is the show.
No, it's funny. It's funny because I can see you over here, and then I see you on the camera. So it's interesting.
I'm fucking dying over here, man. I'm just like, what the fuck? Can we get back to talking about Cleveland, please?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
are kind of talking about Cleveland.
we are. Hey, let's be pretentious right now. We're artists.
No, you guys are artists.
I don't know if that's pretension saying that, but whatever.
No, I'm a hack. I'm
I
able
don't know.
to.
I feel like a hack.
Yeah, I'm a hack. I write catchy shit.
At the same time, like this area of my existence, like the past 10 years, I might as well just call myself an artist just because so many other people are saying that I am. So.
Oh, absolutely.
So you might as well just own up to it, own it,
Right.
and okay. But I don't have an ego about it.
Yeah.
I just I'm an artist. I've been labeled that now. So
Yeah, and listen, dude, I'm just trying to I'm trying to figure out how to rhyme dildo with Bilbo. So, I mean, I'm not an artist.
I mean, it has something to do with Gandalf, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I'm not. See?
Hey.
Like, and I'm
Is
okay
it Samwise?
with that. Samwise Gamgee? Yeah.
He ain't dropping no eaves.
No, bro. Nah. But,
That's it. Now we're nerds.
oh, no, I've always been a nerd.
No, you guys are nerds.
Steve's the coolest guy ever. He's
No, I've just never been a nerd.
That's true.
No, I'm serious. I'm not nerdy.
Yeah, why don't you tell us about the time you, what did you place in the state geography bee again, sir?
I was,
You fucking nerd.
nerd. Nerd. You say nerd. I say knowledgeable. Okay? I was knowledgeable. I was the sixth person. There was only 5 other, and they were nerds.
Why is
But not me.
But not me.
why
There's
is
only 5 people that know more about like geography. Like when, like keep in mind, I was 13 years old.
He was the Fonzie of the geography bee, all right?
I was 13 years old, and I just happened to have an unnatural amount of knowledge in geography.
So why is it okay to say that N-word?
Nerd?
What?
What?
Get the fuck out of here.
Are you going?
Edit this.
What are
No.
you doing?
Edit this shit out. I don't even want to. I better not see this on the internet. You fucking.
You snort.
You fucking piece of trash.
While you laugh, you nerd.
You fucking nerd.
Why is that?
Why is that N-word okay?
I mean, it has a negative connotation to it, man.
It doesn't have 300 years of slavery behind it. It doesn't have like the brutal oppression of. Get the fuck out of here. What? Somebody give you a wedgie? Oh.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not a nerd because I didn't pay my dues as a nerd.
I certainly did.
I didn't get a wedgie.
Yeah.
Can you imagine somebody coming up to me
Fucking Robinson Lopez.
and giving me a wedgie? You're gonna come up to me and give me a fucking wedgie? Get the fuck out of here! Like, no, I was just knowledgeable. You pricks.
What he means to say is he was an alpha nerd. Alpha nerd.
No, I just didn't get like, you know, like I got 6th place in the state geography bee, and when I came back, I didn't get picked on about it. I got like high fives and shit.
So wait, I don't even know what a geography bee is.
Well,
like
it was actually the state sanctioned.
So it's like a trivia thing?
Sort of.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like
like a
the
spelling
Jeopardy,
bee.
It's like the Jeopardy of like geography.
Yeah.
Right.
Kind of.
Yeah, so it's like a
You know,
trivia.
like-
Kind of, yeah.
Like,
Sure.
you know, he was the kind of cat where you could point to some random place on a map and he would know generally where it is. Like,
Yeah.
he'd know, like, you know, just, you know, that's that nature. He's like, that's Bangladesh.
Right.
Without having it, you know.
I know,
written.
but it wasn't just like, oh, that's I know where Victoria Falls in Zambia is.
Yeah.
You know,
Beautiful place.
yeah. Like it wasn't just like I knew where Svalbard was.
Ah.
You know, it's and what country owns Svalbard. You know what that's a part of, and it's also called Swedenborg.
Swedenborg.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
I know stupid garbage like that.
Right.
You know, that nobody cares about.
I mean, I care about it
Yeah.
because I actually enjoy, you know, looking, you know, it's like what's going on there, especially with Google Maps now. Why would you not know? Why would you not know?
But I was
back then, I mean, no, I get-
Well, again,
I was a geography
with
hipster
Google Maps,
before it was
again.
cool. before people
then you don't
had
know.
Google Maps,
Well,
I had all that shit in my head,
Like-
you know.
Like this little
That's what I'm
device has made it so that we don't have to know much. I don't know my mom's phone number anymore.
the thing is, well, I mean, I don't know anybody's. I know like 2 phone numbers, but like,
Yeah, they're both landlines that belong to your parents.
right.
Yeah.
So, but I'd have to say, like, you know, yeah, okay, sure. You don't have to learn anything, I guess, but just having the knowledge and knowing, like, I do go to Google Maps and I'll fucking look at some arbitrary place and, like, you know, Azerbaijan or something like that, you know what I mean? You know, and just like look at the city and see what's going on, dude. Well, like, why not, dude?
Yeah.
Like, you can.
Yeah.
Like, dude, and if you're not curious about that, why not?
I don't know, man. I have other concerns. I have other pressing matters to attend to, sir.
Yeah, but
I
whatever.
just think it's hilarious that
It's just easier. It's more interesting than watching fucking TV. I'm sorry. You know, people are like, "Oh, this TV show," like whatever.
Yeah, because
I'm
he doesn't
not
have
into-
a big screen in his living room.
I'm just not into that.
He's not into it, guys. There's no TV in this house.
Other than, you know,
One in his
I mean,
living room.
I do watch some shows. I'm not going to be the complete, you know,
That guy?
that guy. Yeah,
guy.
right. You know, but there are some shows that, you know, sure. But most of them are boring, dude.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Well, there's
It's the same formula.
there's a whole wide
over
world
and
of stuff
over
out there.
again, you know?
I like my TV to watch things I can't normally watch on TV and video games. You know,
Yeah, if I'm going to learn formulas, they might as well be like science.
sure.
Do with that.
Yeah, I get it. Hey, listen. Oh wait, damn it. Never mind. It's getting late for me. But yeah, no. Yeah, no, that's cool. Science is cool, man. When I was a kid, I was like, man, I want to be a scientist. And I was in the science club.
Right.
And I'm like in 2nd grade, dissecting like fucking perch and shit and fetal baby pigs. And I'm like, science is fucking dope, bro. And then I realized, oh, I'm shit at math.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's a lot of math in that.
Yeah.
Math takes practice, man. It's not like, dude, it's like you can't expect to just pick up a guitar and start playing it. You have to
Well,
practice it, you know?
I did. And that's why I sound the way I do.
I don't know. It's just think it's funny. Like when I was a kid, what I wanted to do, I was like super smart as a kid. As an adult, not so much. But as a kid, I was like 8 or 9 years old, writing down the alphabet in like 4 or 5 different languages, like by memory.
Well, yeah.
Smart.
And I mean, also,
You know, and I wanted to be a Chinese chef. I wanted to be a Chinese chef.
You could change your ethnicity and just become Chinese. I mean,
No, like listen, I was like 8 years old.
right.
You know what I mean?
and Chinese food is delicious. Okay,
And Chinese food is delicious.
it's pretty fucking
So
good.
yeah,
That's what I wanted
you
to
wanted
do.
yeah,
That's what
that
I
makes
wanted to do.
sense.
That's what I wanted to do. Like Yan Can Cook on PBS.
That guy was dope.
WVIZ Channel 25. That was my dude. Yan Can Cook.
There was like my mother used to always enjoy, and my aunts used to always enjoy telling me that when I was a kid, like I wanted to be like, they'd ask me what I want to be when I grow up, and I would always say a turtle. And I don't know why I said that. Maybe I saw a turtle, I said it once, and then I saw it got a reaction. Maybe I said it all the time after that. I have no idea. I'm trying to figure out why they would tell me this.
I feel like dreams can come true, Vincent. I feel like
Who can be a turtle?
I mean, not only was I going to change my ethnicity, I was going to like my
change
whole,
your species.
You're going to change your whole DNA makeup and become a reptile.
A reptile, yeah, just
Is,
like leave the animal kingdom altogether.
is it a
Yes.
reptile or
Yeah.
It's a reptile, yeah.
amphibian? I
It's
don't
a
know.
reptile.
It's a reptile.
It's a reptile, yeah. It's an aquatic reptile sometimes.
I mean, you could at least said tortoise. Like, tortoises live like certain species
Dude,
of tortoises.
I
live
was like 3,
200
dude.
years. Oh, you were 3?
You were a stupid fucking
You were
3-year-old.
3?
You were the dumbest 3-year-old.
Wait a minute.
Fuck you, 3-year-old, Vinny.
Why would you use your goals of like when you were 3?
I don't know.
Of course, you wanted to be a turtle when you.
Oh, yeah, he's being edgy. He's one of those edgelords.
Of course, that's something a 3-year-old would say. Like, that's awesome. Yeah, turtle it up, man.
They got this turtle show you can crawl into at the nature center.
Right.
And try that out, bro.
Right. I mean,
I'm just
could be my
saying.
destiny. Maybe it's my spirit animal.
It's funny that I'd be actually
Maybe
became
that's-
a cook.
Yeah.
And Asian.
No.
Oh.
No, he's not Asian.
No,
No,
I was a cook.
he was a cook. Yeah.
I was a cook before I did art and music.
Did you at least like make Asian food?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes, I made Asian food when I was 7 and 8 years old. I cooked.
Well, no, I know, but like when you became a cook.
No, when I became a cook, I actually was like cooking off of. Like, I was cooking in the Navy.
Yeah.
Right.
So you cook what they tell you to fucking cook.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Well,
He put a lot of cumin. But
a lot of cumin in what?
in the food.
In the food. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, listen. You know what? The amount of saffron this man ran through, because those
Oh.
military budgets, limitless saffron out the ass and
Need
everything.
more saffron.
Yeah. That's.
Yeah.
No, I
He made a lot of paella.
I made soup. I made soup for an entire aircraft carrier. Think about that.
It's like a floating city.
I made
Yeah.
soup. Like, I made soup in the chief's mess, the wardroom, the aft galley. Like, all 3 of those galleys, I made, like, soup. Like, one day. I just decided, like, I was just going to make soup for everybody. And they let me do it.
Nice. Nice.
It's great. It's great when people let you do stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, on the tax dollar of the
It was
American.
good soup. It was good soup.
How many people fit in that carrier?
How many people?
Yeah.
Like when we were underway, like as at like on a deployment,
Yeah.
like I think it topped off at like almost 6,000.
Wow.
Wow.
So that's like a
That's
suburb.
a lot of people.
It's like a small suburb. It's like a hamlet.
I mean,
it's like a floating hamlet.
I mean, I don't think any cook in any town cooks for that many people in a day.
Well, I mean, there's like 8, there's like 8 different galleys, if not more.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, my memory is kind of fuzzy. But
Everybody's
like,
banging them out. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. There's-
So how many
there's-
people were in? Like it's what? So 8 divided by whatever that was. Or that divided by 8, I guess. That's how many people. That's still a lot of people, man.
It's a lot of fucking
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, because like
You probably just had like those big vats of things, like, and you would just like dump a bunch of shit in it. No,
no,
no.
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 No, they didn't have any
No,
cold
but
drinks.
how do you- I remember-
Did you make soup like a little pot like this per?
No, it's called a steam. It's called a steam jacketed kettle.
Yeah.
It's a steam jacketed kettle, and it's steam powered by nuclear power.
Right.
Like
The whole thing is,
the
but
whole entire aircraft carrier is powered by a nuclear reactor.
but how big is this thing? This
Like the kettle?
yeah.
Well, they're all different sizes.
But like what's
So some kettles are like this big. Some of them are like this big.
right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Some of them are like this big.
Right.
you know.
Right. Big.
Yeah.
Very big.
Damn,
You're
son.
not going to have that in your kitchen at home.
Oh no!
Hey, look at this. We can get a 40-gallon one for $10,000, guys.
40 gallons for 10 grand.
I think we should do it, fellas.
I know.
What?
We can
If
make
you
a
want
lot
soup for
of
the next
soup.
couple years,
Or we can start a soup business.
and sell the same soup for like 4 years.
Yes. We'll freeze it. We'll sell SUB-CLEs.
Yeah, like
Cream of broccoli flavor would be very popular, I feel like.
But yeah, there was about 120 plus of us.
Right.
Something like
That sounds
there's
right.
there's like 120 of us in a berthing, and then we shared that berthing with like the SHs. So,
SH, what does that mean?
Shithead.
no, not shithead.
What is that?
The ship storemen.
Okay.
They ran the ship stores. They filled all the vending machines.
Okay.
They did all the laundry, and they pressed everybody's uniforms and stuff like that.
Ooh.
Like, they did that. It's a skill. It's important.
That's
Right.
dope.
Sometimes we would barter. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We'd hook them up in the galley.
Is that legal? Could you like barter? You know, is that? But nobody knew about that. Kind of.
It was kind of like on a download.
It's one of those download things where everybody knows
Download
about
thing
it.
that everybody
Right.
does. Like,
Right.
let's just put it this way. Like, I was like getting my. I think I can say this now. Nobody's listening. But I got a signature on a qual. I was getting my ESWAS, and for some reason, this D-seaman or fireman was like, I'll sign off if you can get me a case of Uncrustables.
Uncrustable. What is uncrustable?
Uncrustables are those like Smucker's Uncrustables. They're prepackaged peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Okay.
Delicious.
He wanted a whole case.
Oh, so they're like pre-made peanut
Yes.
butter and jelly sandwiches or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and
And that was like people like those?
if you're stuck on a ship,
Yeah.
they're great.
They're delightful frozen.
You know what I mean? And if you're a CS, you experiment with them. You
What?
deep fry them.
Oh.
They're really good.
Ooh, I bet you they are.
Oh my god.
I bet you they are. I've made the last time I
need to
made a
make that happen.
PB&J, I was like, why would I not like put some butter in a cast iron skillet and like fry it on both sides?
Yeah.
No, you know what I like to do?
Why would I not do that?
No, you know what you do, bro? Here's what you do. French toast.
Oh,
You can deep fry.
Here you go.
Fry anything.
Well, here you go. Why not just like batter the fucking thing and deep fry it?
Sign me up, son. You got the wrong guy, Jack. I'm all over it. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, but yeah, French toast.
Yeah.
I mean,
do I look
absolutely.
like I'm afraid to
Sure.
deep fry something? I don't. I feel like once again, if we met.
But no, dude, I was like, here I am. I was like, fuck, I haven't made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in years. And I made it. I was like, I'm going to have to put butter in a pan and fry this thing on both sides, right? I mean, you have to,
But
dude.
the thing that's amazing about like an Uncrustable being deep fried is that they're perfectly sealed.
Yeah, dude.
Are they?
they're perfectly
I don't know what
sealed.
that is, dude. I don't know what a Uncrustable is.
Uncrustable is
It's like a white people
it's a
empanada.
pre-packing-
It sounds like a peanut butter and jelly
it's a
sandwich with no crust.
prepackaged- It's a prepackaged, yeah. It's a peanut butter jelly sandwich with no crust.
Okay.
Only it's circular.
Okay.
Delicious.
Yeah.
And people on the ship love them for some reason.
They're
Wow.
pretty delicious.
They thought that these things were like the greatest
That-
thing ever.
As they say, the cat's ass.
yeah.
The cat's ass.
Like I like you can't have them too often, but like when I was like Ubering like a lot, like because they sell them at gas stations.
Oh, yeah?
You grab one and they smack, bro. They smack hard, and it's not like a lot of food because if you're gonna be driving around, like you don't want
Yeah.
like you're not gonna go to fucking Popeyes and get a fucking bucket. You're gonna
Right.
like eat one like an Uncrustable or one of those grown up cheese and meat things, one of those grown up Lunchables, like because it's
What do you mean a grown-up?
Lunchable, like with the toasty rounds.
I know the Lunchable things.
Well, they
I
got
know
grown up
those,
Lunchables
yeah.
now. With
do
like
they?
chocolate covered almonds and fucking raisins and
What do
shit.
you got, like some Capicola in there?
Yeah, you got some Capicola or some fucking some of that what is that shit that that ham, some prosciutto,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like some Gouda. Like it's
Right, it's like
just
fancy
nice.
Lunchables or whatever.
Like you can stop at a gas station, you can knock that shit back in about 2 minutes, never eating in your car, you know what I mean? Because, your car's where you work. And yeah, man, I mean, because otherwise, like, you're going to end up weighing like 7,000 pounds, I would imagine, like. Because, I mean, you're not burning a lot of calories driving.
So let's get back to this. So he was bartering with this guy.
Yeah,
and
I would
getting these...
sometimes I would barter just to get my my uniforms like nice, crisp, and pressed and everything.
Nice.
And I would hook them up with like a tray of cookies or something.
So wait, in exchange for a tray of cookies, you would get a nicely pressed uniform.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, wouldn't they do that anyway? Don't they have to do that?
Huh?
They don't have to nicely press your uniform, or?
Well, it's all about time.
Oh, is it?
It's all about time. You know what I mean? Like if you could get your stuff done right away. You know what I mean?
So
because
how does that help you out?
That's the thing. It helps you out immensely.
Like how?
You have to wait in line for everything, my friend.
Yeah?
Yeah, laundry especially. Okay?
So he would just
So it's all
fast
about
forward
time.
your stuff.
That's right.
Okay, I gotcha.
Put you to the head of the line.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And all you have to do is give him some lunch,
Some cookies.
or something.
Yeah, it's just back and forth,
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a little grease turning the wheels of commerce, baby, that's all.
Right.
Like, I remember some chief would just be like, came up to me and was like, what you got for me? I'm like, I cook you anything you want for a price. Like,
Yeah.
Like if they wanted, and mind you, I never did it.
Right.
But it was like a joke,
Right.
But yeah, like, essentially, like, sometimes, like that case of Uncrustables. I went down to Cargo, and I'm like, hey, is it possible to get a case of Uncrustables? And the first class, it's like he knew exactly what was fucking going on. He's like, is it a hookup? And I was just like, yeah. He's like, I got you.
But did you have to, like, compensate him then?
No.
Sweet.
No, he was a CS. Like, he knew what was going on.
He's got the place wired.
I'm like, he's like, is it a hookup?
Yeah, they know what's going on just because,
he didn't even ask me why. He didn't even ask me why. He just asked, is it a hookup? I'm like, yeah, it's a hookup. He's like, I got you.
Hey.
That's the way it is. That's just the way that culture was. You know what I mean?
And that's the corrupt system that we live in, man.
It's not
Oh my God! Fuck you, you fucking dirty fucking hippie. Jesus,
It's not corrupt.
this guy. Hey, listen, Chairman Mao.
Right. But it is, because there are other people there not sharing that benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
Is that right? This guy,
Yeah, you snitch.
fucking snitch ass libtard. Jeez.
But no, it was like I didn't do anything that was like wrong or
Yeah, man. Just serving his country best way he knew how, sir. All right, Captain Judgy Pants.
Hey, I'm not judging nothing. I was just asking questions,
Hey,
man. I'm just
it was
asking questions, man.
I was just
In your weird
Especially
1980s dad shorts.
especially on my command because it was like a pre-com aircraft carrier. Like you had an opportunity to like get your pins, like it's a privilege, it's an opportunity.
I think
To get dual qualled, get your air pin and your C pin. Like I mean, it's something that a lot of people in my line of work on a ship didn't necessarily get an opportunity or a chance to actually like go out and do it. So,
right.
You know what I mean?
No, I hear you, man.
Like when they put me in a maintenance, they put me in a maintenance division. I got to do a lot of things that a cook wouldn't be allowed to do.
Right.
And I got really good at maintenance, and I got to the point of I got the privilege to be able to train people on how to critique my work. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's a good place to be at.
Right.
You know? It really is. You know, I'm training you how to pick me apart. You know? Like, it got me an honorable mention from my executive officer.
Right.
You know? The XO of my command actually, like, shouted out to me on the 1MC, you know, saying, like, well, you know, and that's a big deal that a cook was able to do that in a maintenance division.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was kind of a small victory, really.
Nice. Nice.
You know, and a lot of the damage control men, like, did not like it.
Why is that? Why?
Because they don't like because first of all, cooks aren't really looked at as, like, you know, like part of, like they're not Navy enough. You know what I mean? Because you're just a cook. I mean, it's a real ignorant. It's a really ignorant way to think. You know, especially when we're on a
gotta eat.
Because everybody's got to eat, and, you know, and we're responsible for not only feeding the crew, but making sure, like, nobody gets sick.
Right.
Know? So it's a huge responsibility that a lot of people don't respect, and a lot of people had to go cranking in the galley.
Well, I don't know what that means. What's cranking?
Cranking in the galley, it was like 120-day, 90 days to 120 days. You're working a 12-2 schedule, which means 12 days on, 2 days off. Okay? And you're basically an FSA, which is a food service
How many hours?
attendant. As long as we work, you're working.
What is that? Like,
So that's pretty much like a 14 to 16 hour day.
Okay, so 14, 16 hour day.
Let's say it's your job to wash dishes for 14 hours a day.
Right.
Think of how that wears on you.
Oh,
a lot of people didn't like it. Okay.
Well, I know in the restaurant business,
Yeah.
the dishwasher position just constantly turns over because it sucks.
Yeah. Well, it's the military. You know? It's the military. You can't get fired.
Also, it's like $10 an hour in restaurants. Like, and it's been $10 an hour
but
for,
dude,
like, 35 years.
Yeah, but there's other jobs that are $10 an hour, and people don't quit them the way they do quit those.
Because washing dishes is paid the same money for 25 years. I was a dishwasher when I was 17.
Yeah.
Do you know what they paid me? $10 an hour.
It's literally literally probably that doesn't make sense, but it's probably the most. It's the shittiest job in the restaurant, and it's the least paid.
Yeah.
I don't. You know, the fucked up thing is, like, I actually enjoyed washing dishes.
Well, as a CS, we had FSAs. We had FSAs that basically we would work them, and they would help us put the meal together. They would basically do cleaning duties and stuff like that.
So they're like the head chef.
No.
Well,
they're like the peons.
Who was the head chef?
Oh, the head CS?
Yeah.
Like the watch captain?
Is that what it's called? I don't know.
Yeah, The watch captain is the guy, is basically the person that's, like, running the watch.
Okay. He's like the head chef.
He's not the head chef.
Yeah.
He's usually, the watch captain's usually like a second class or something.
So who creates the recipes that you guys are making?
That gets passed down from, the Navy itself. Like, they have a whole entire, it's all documented. They have all this stuff, like, literally, like, written down. And
so it's like every day.
It's like a 14 to 21 day menu cycle.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Like,
so it's
like
just,
you can almost you can almost like, you know, tacos on Tuesday.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It's like you can almost, you know, oh, what day is it? Oh, burgers. You know.
Yeah. I gotcha. Yeah.
It's like that.
Okay.
You know, and it gets handed down. I mean, like, God, now I got to remember. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot involved. There's a lot goes into it and everything. And a lot of people hated CSs because like they hated cranking, and also
cranking was working the long hours.
The long hours in the galley, and also it's kind of a like the CS rate was the brownest rate in the Navy.
I don't know. What does that mean? Brownest rate?
Well,
shitty?
Shitty? More than likely. No, not
wow.
Shitty. Wow, dude. Like
wow. I feel like you know what he means.
Do you know what I mean?
He means more brown people.
More brown people.
Brown people.
Brown people.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not always constantly racially triggered. I'm sorry.
People that are typically like CSs
it must be
would
nice.
tend to historically.
Well, I mean that's definitely the white privilege thing. Sorry.
Historically,
you have the new white privilege thing.
They were black or Filipino or you know what I mean.
Okay, so you're saying brown people would get these jobs?
Yeah, because it was looked on as a lesser job.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so that's where this whole entire ignorant bias towards CSs in general, CSs, culinary specialists in general, like by the rest of the Navy, it kind of almost had like a racist like history to it.
Well, you can go in almost any restaurant; it's the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
back of the house, front of the house.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
And it's clearly racist. I mean, you know, but
wait, I thought you didn't spend any time thinking about race. I'm so confused. You sound like you were triggered.
He's talking about this world of the military that I have no knowledge, and I'm like,
you triggered him, Steve.
No,
I really have no idea, and I didn't know the terminology, dude. I don't know that.
I'm trying to like deliver the message and like the best I can, but I've been out for like 8 years now, you know, so.
Right, yeah. I mean, yeah, they may have all new terminology.
No, they don't.
Yeah, it's
tradition.
It's part of the procedure.
Yeah, it's part of the whole entire tradition, military tradition, and everything, and that's. But so a lot of people I worked with in the galley obviously were black, Latino,
Why were
Filipino.
you there? Why were you there then?
Because I chose to be there.
Because you wanted to be
I wanted to be there. I wanted to be a cook in the Navy.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And everybody always like, your ASVAB is so high. Why don't you be a nuke? Because.
So an ASVAB is like a test or something?
Yeah, it's like the test to get into the military.
Okay.
You got to score an ASVAB, and usually people scored like an ASVAB of like 35, or between 35 and like 50 or something like that.
Okay.
They were usually like bosun's mates or the CSs.
A bosun maid.
Bosun mates, like they painted the ship.
Okay.
They moored.
Why is it a bosun maid? Like is a bosun
They handled
maid?
the lines.
What's that?
They handled the lines on the ship.
Like the lines.
Yeah, like the lines, like in other words, like hooking the boat up to like shore.
Oh, okay.
They were responsible for that.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Oh, so whenever they're not doing that, they're just like painting things around.
They're doing all sorts. They're doing all sorts.
You're only working like when you're docking or
No, that's not true.
Right? No,
not true. I don't know a lot about that rate. Like, I don't want to get a lot of shit from people. Like, well, he doesn't know what we do. Fuck him. Like, but you know, people that scored lower on the ASVAB.
Okay.
typically were like BMs, Bosun mates, CSs.
So BM is what?
Bosun mate.
Oh, you said, okay, the Bosun mate and BM is the same thing. And then CS is what you did?
Culinary specialist.
Okay. And what else?
Like there was just a lot of like lower like rates, and I scored like almost like a 90, and they wanted me to be like a nuke. They're throwing like, you know, like they throw money at you, like they're like you have to go to nuke school for like 2 years, and without you know, releasing their secrets. They go to school for like 2 years to be a nuke. You know, it's common knowledge.
Well, but you probably have to have a pretty good degree to get into that program to begin with, I would think, right?
Well, you have to go to nuke school. Like that's what they call it, nuke school for like 2 years.
Sure.
And like you have to do very well in nuke school.
Well, that's
and then you get your, then you're eligible for your bonus.
Yeah.
I think that's how it works. I didn't take it. I wanted to be a cook. And I got all sorts of shit for that in boot camp.
Yeah.
Oh, they shit on me endlessly. Like, you want to be a CS? Like, you are the dumbest. I got told that I was the dumbest motherfucker, like, in the Navy.
I mean, I got told that quite a few times.
You got told that in his basement by me.
Yeah, that was just today.
That was like 5 minutes before we started rolling this thing.
But I loved my job.
Right.
I loved what I did.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't care. Like I didn't give a shit. Like, no, I don't want to be a nuke and like be down in the bowels of the ship by the reactor. Fuck that.
Well, I don't think it's going to matter where you're at if that thing goes.
Yeah, I know. It's not going to matter, really.
I guess you would want to be closest to it, right? This way you wouldn't even know.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean,
you just dissolve like a sugar cube.
Yeah. Right? You like instantly vaporize anyway. It doesn't really matter. I mean,
no matter where you're at on that.
Yeah, you're good. You're like, you saw, remember the beginning of Terminator 2 Judgment Day? It would just be a shadow anyway. Yeah. Oh, you're on the ocean. You won't even be a shadow.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh boy, but man, yeah. So no, I never wanted to do the military thing. Never was even an option.
No.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Go figure. You know, it just I don't know, man. I'm just not into it. Like, have you heard the story about, like, what is it, World War II, where the guys were in the Pacific and it was like the German and the American soldiers, they were all on the same island. They were like partying that one day, and I think they made a movie about it. And then all of a sudden, like, oh yeah, we're going to war to each other. And then they're like, oh, hey, tomorrow we gotta get in our planes and like try to shoot you guys. I mean, that's how silly war is to me. You know what I mean? That's completely silly. Like, why?
You don't have to. You have to tell me.
Yeah, but I mean, whatever. I'm one of those crazy hippie. What do you want to call it? Whatever.
Pinko.
It just doesn't make sense to me. If you're gonna let me kill somebody, I got a list I can go through first before I kill someone I don't even know. You know what I mean?
Wow, you have a list of people you want to kill.
Yeah, it's on a chalkboard.
Wow, no, is that like a thing that every Italian
vendetta?
I'm just saying, dude, if you're gonna let me kill somebody, let me kill somebody I would choose to, not somebody I don't know. I mean, that could be a good guy. Who knows? I don't know. I mean, I don't want to kill anyone. Obviously, if you know me, you know that. But I mean, it just seems silly to me.
Yeah, it is.
It's just
silly. It's silly.
And it's silly,
especially if you go to like.
It's silly to go to war every decade of your existence.
And it's like the only reason why we're going to war is because somebody's not making money off of something or this and that. It has nothing to do with,
whatever reason it is.
yeah.
Who cares? Like it's just
Whatever, yeah, really.
yeah, whatever reason. Who cares?
Because
what the
I'll tell you
reason
what,
is,
you
like,
go to these other countries, you run into people, and you know what?
they're people.
Whoa, that's amazing.
Yeah,
they're people.
Yeah,
They're the same
yeah.
anywhere you go. You know, it's the governments.
Yeah.
It's the governments that are fucked
Dropping
up.
dick shape
You know.
weapons
So-
on people.
Dropping dick-shaped freedom on you motherfuckers.
Well, we enjoyed the.
Warheads on foreheads.
Bam!
Yeah, ooh, that's like a Megadeth compilation.
What? No, that's like
No,
our...
no, that's what they. That's what I used
Well,
to
that's
hear.
one
I
of
used to
their-
hear. I used to hear AOs say that shit all the time. Warheads on and GMs like we put warheads on foreheads.
Yeah, that's our next record.
I think that's a Megadeth thing, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, whatever.
hits or something. I don't know. But no, I think we should wrap this up, man. I think
All right.
it was
All
fun.
right.
It was fun having some Mexican food with you guys and talking to you again during this whole pandemic thing. You know,
Yeah.
which is
It's pandemonium. Yeah,
Pandemonium.
fantastic.
Pandemonium. Great.
So, I'm Jay.
it's going to happen when it opens up.
Pandemonium.
I don't know. Between 13 and 21 days later, there should see a spike in deaths, and we're just gonna keep it moving.
Yeah, I mean it's probably going to happen. you
Yeah,
know. But
because I mean, ultimately, I guess the general thrust of society now is to sort of just forget we have a social compact and keep it moving. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's going to definitely change things for good, because I'll tell you what, I definitely realized I could change my life a little bit and not spend as much money. You know?
Yeah, I noticed
And
that.
I think a lot of people are going to be doing that. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, I think the companies are probably going to be like, shit, I don't have to.
Oh
Air
yeah,
travel's
no,
fucked.
I really feel like because office space, a lot of that's just gonna, it's gonna push down the cost of office space, which in turn is gonna push down the cost of, like all sorts of real estate.
And this is an office.
Yeah,
I'm connected to everything in office is connected to. Like what? You know what I
yeah.
mean?
No, for sure. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Especially businesses that operate big offices in New York City. I think at the end of this, it's really going to affect New York City real estate prices. We'll see, though.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. Whoever gets to be president, which is
Who the fuck wants that job?
that's what I'm saying. Right now, you're
You're out of your
basically-
fucking mind.
You're basically, you and your party are going to be shit for the next 20 years probably if you get elected. This,
It depends, man. I mean,
And I mean, is somebody going to turn that around? I don't think so, man.
I don't. Well, see, we say that, but I mean, and I know a lot of conservatives are like, "Oh, you're crazy, Jay," but that's literally what Obama did when he took the job. He turned it around.
Well-
like, all you got to do. Look, I don't care what your political affiliation is.
Right.
Just be competent.
Right. And that's it. And we definitely don't have a competent. Come on.
No. We have what's it called? Oh yeah, a reality TV star as a president.
Like, not even a
But I
sitcom
don't want
star.
Hollywood telling me about
Hey,
sorry.
as you guys know, I'm an actor. No, I'm not. I'm not an actor.
Yeah, I mean,
No. An actor, that is a skill. Like reality TV
it's not.
is totally different. Like you don't have to be an actor.
Actor.
Yeah.
So when you're a reality TV star, you shouldn't be allowed a job as the president.
Yeah, I mean, he literally used his inherited money to just glorify himself.
Sure. He also,
into a presidency.
and he also
his
used
whole life. It's genius.
I mean, but he also used the bully pulpit that we provided him.
Yeah.
There's plenty of billionaires that we don't fucking listen to ever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Think about that. You know, like we gave him the bully pulpit.
No, but we chose
He
this
was
one.
he was so into himself so much that here he is.
Yeah.
And it worked. It worked. You can't say he's an idiot. You can't say that.
Well,
He had a goal and he did it. He accomplished it.
I don't know that this was his goal.
I don't think this was his goal.
I don't know. I think he did it.
Yeah.
I think he and this is where America is.
I think when the returns came in, he was like, "Oh, fuck." All right, well, this is my plan the whole time, I guess.
All right. All right. Well, it was fun. We're gonna do this again soon. Maybe next week. You know,
Yeah.
together.
Then we'll cook something next time, or we'll get a fucking Peking duck.
I was gonna say we got to do a legit Peking duck.
Peking duck part 2 with the head on, so we can like whack it off like a Christmas story. That's right.
I was whacking off. Oh wait. All right, never mind.
It's peeking duck, not peeking dick.
Yeah, you Peking fuck.
You peeking. I don't know.
It's like a peeping Tom. I don't know. Perfect.
Anyway, by the way, in case we didn't introduce ourselves, I'm Jay. That's Steve. That's Vinny. I think we might have missed that today.
Yeah.
Well, I would have put the names are going to be like at the beginning.
Yeah, I know. People
You're
like
gonna
that.
be like, yeah,
they like that. You know, I'm Jay. I like long walks on the beach.
All right, guys. It was definitely fun. And yeah, we're SUB-CLE. We're out.
And
don't breathe in any germs.
buy some fucking art.
All right.